Hello everyone, my name is Ania and today I would like to show you how to make this bolero. The pattern is designed for small, medium to large and extra large, but you can make it any size you want just by adding any number of chains divided by 4. I hope you will enjoy this tutorial and thank you for watching. To make the bolero, I used Yarn Art Shakira yarn, and it is 47% cotton, 47% acrylic, and 6% paillette. And in 50 grams, it is 85 meters or 93 yards. I use this yarn because it has sequins, but I will show you how to easily add them to any yarn, as you can use any deco yarn you would like. You will need 2 stitch markers and 4mm hook. To add sequins to your yarn on the on-the-go basis, you will need a hook small enough that it will go through the hole, and we will insert this hook through the hole and pull our yarn through, just making sure that you have all the strands of this yarn through, and we will pull it through properly, and we will wrap this pulled end through the sequin, and we will tighten it. And in this way you can add sequins anywhere you would like in your project. We will start by making a slip knot. So twist your yarn and pull one end through. Insert your hook into the slip knot and tighten it. And now we will need to make our foundation chain. And depending on the size, for a small it will be 117 chains, for a medium and large 125, and for extra large 133 chains. Yarn over, pull through, chain 1, yarn over, pull through, chain 2, yarn over, pull through, chain 3, 4, 5, 6, and carry on working your foundation chain, and I will show you how to start the first row. We will start this row by working treble crochet into the 5th chain from the hook. We will not count the loop which is on our hook, but we will count those V-shapes after this loop on our hook. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yarn over the hook twice, insert the hook into this 5th chain through the back loop, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over, pull through 2 loops. And this chain 4 here will count as first treble crochet. And now we can start pattern repeat for this row. Into each of the next 2 chains we will work 1 double crochet into each stitch. So yarn over the hook, insert the hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Yarn over the hook, insert the hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Into each of the next 2 chains we will work 1 treble crochet into each stitch. Yarn over the hook twice, insert the hook into the next chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over, pull through 2 loops. And 1 more treble into the next stitch. So again, yarn over the hook twice, yarn over, pull through, and then 3 times yarn over and pull through 2 loops at a time. And this is the end of the pattern repeat for this row, so I will show you this repeat one more time. Into the next 2 chains we will work 1 double crochet into each stitch. 1 and 2. Into the next 2 chains we will work 1 treble crochet into each stitch. 1 and 2. And this is going to be our pattern repeat for this row. So into each of the next 2 chains 1 double crochet, so 1 and 2, and after those 2 double crochet into each of the next 2 chains 1 treble crochet into each chain. 1 and 2. And carry on working this pattern across, so into each of the next 2 chains 1 double crochet into each stitch, and then into each of the next 2 chains 1 treble into each stitch, and you should finish on 2 trebles. From now on, our pattern is going to be a repeat of the next 2 rows, and we will start this one by working chain 3, which will count as first double crochet. We will need to turn our work round, and into this second treble we will work double crochet. And now I will show you a repeat for this row. Chain 2, we'll skip next 2 stitches next to double crochet, and we will work double crochet into this third stitch, which is our first treble crochet, and double crochet into the next stitch, so the second treble crochet. And this is going to be the end of the repeat. So again, chain 2, skip next to double crochet, in next to treble crochet work 1 double crochet into each stitch, and again chain 2, skip next 2 stitches, into the third stitch 1 double crochet, and 1 double crochet into the next stitch, and carry on working the same pattern until you reach the end, and just remember that the last double crochet will be into the 4th chain of the starting chain 4. We will start this row by working chain 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and this chain 4 will count as first treble crochet. We need to turn our work round, and into the second stitch, so second double crochet, we will work 1 treble crochet. And from now on we can start our pattern repeat for this row. Into chain 2 space we will work 2 double crochet, 1 and 2, into each of the next 2 double crochet we will work 1 treble into each stitch, 1 and 2, and we can start the pattern repeat again. Into chain 2 space 2 double crochet, 1 and 2, and into the next 2 double crochet, 1 treble into each stitch, 1 and 2, And I will show you pattern repeat one more time. Into chain 2, 2 double crochet, 1 and 2, and into each of the next 2 double crochet, 1 treble into each stitch, 1 and 2, and carry on working the same pattern. So into each chain 2 space 2 double crochet, and into each double crochet from the previous round, work 1 treble crochet. We will be now repeating rows 2 and 3 until we reach 31 rows for small size, 33 rows for medium and large size, and 35 for extra large. And after finishing those rows, we need to fasten off. The next step is to join the end parts of our work to create sleeves. And we will need to do it on both sides. And I will show you how to do it. To join the sleeves, we will need to fold our work in half, lengthways, so the right side is facing the right side. And we are going to be working on the left side. And I will show you now how to join those two parts. To start joining our sleeves, we will need to mark certain stitches. And to do this, we will count those groups of 2 double crochet which are divided by chain 2 spaces. And I will count 6 groups of those 2 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And the first treble crochet, which is on top of this double crochet closest to the edge, I will mark this treble crochet. And I will do the same on the other side. So again, I will mark 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and first treble crochet worked on top of those double crochet. And I will join them together with the stitch marker, and from now on I will start joining, and I will be joining from the first stitch up until to this last stitch, but I will not join those treble crochets. To start joining, I will have to have a slip knot ready, and I will put those pieces together. I will insert my hook through the middle stitch of the first stitch at the edge on one side and on the other side. I will insert the slip knot on the hook and I will pull through. I can make chain 1 just to secure this last stitch. Into the next stitch, I will insert my hook through the middle loop towards the middle, and from the middle towards the other side through the next stitch. Yarn over and pull through. And we will be doing it until we reach the stitch marker, and just remember, do not work into those last 2 stitches. So again, next stitch, middle loop, and on the other side again middle loop of the next stitch. Yarn over and pull through. Middle loop of the next stitch and middle loop of the next stitch. Yarn over, pull through, and carry on joining your sleeves. And when you reach those two last stitches before the marked ones, fasten off and weave in your ends. I will now start working my main pattern again, so I have the left side facing me, and I will start working from this marked stitch. So again, from this first treble crochet on top of this double crochet here, and I will make a slip knot. So twist your yarn again and pull one end through. We will insert our hook on the slip knot, and to start our pattern we will need to work double crochet into this first treble crochet. So what I'm going to do, yarn over the hook, having the slip knot on my hook, I will insert my hook into this first stitch, yarn over, pull through, and I will have 3 loops on my hook. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops, I have 2 loops on my hook, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and this is going to be your first double crochet. Into the next stitch we will work double crochet and then chain 2. We will again skip next 2 stitches, 1, 2, and into the next one we will work double crochet and double crochet into the next stitch, and we'll start repeating our pattern. So chain 2, skip next 2 stitches, and into the next 2 work 1 double crochet into each stitch, 1 and 2, and carry on working the same pattern. So chain 2, skip next 2 double crochet, and in the next 2 trebles 1 double crochet into each treble crochet, and carry on working this pattern until you reach the next marked stitch, and I will show you what to do then. When we finish the double crochet into this first marked stitch, we will work chain 2, and we will work double crochet into the second marked stitch on the other side. 1, and the next double crochet into the next treble crochet. One more time. We will work chain 2, we will skip next 2 stitches, and into the next 2 trebles we will work 1 double crochet into each stitch, and again chain 2, skip next 2 double crochet, and into the next 2 trebles work 1 double crochet into each stitch, and carry on working the same pattern until you reach the last marked stitch. After working your last double crochet into this marked stitch, we will need to work chain 2, and we'll need to slip stitch into this first double crochet of this round. And this round is ready. We'll start by working chain 1, and this chain 1 will not count as a stitch. We will turn our work round and we will slip stitch into chain 2 space. We will work chain 3, and this chain 3 will count as first double crochet. Into the same chain to space we will work 1 double crochet. Into each of the next 2 double crochet we will work 1 treble into each stitch. 1 and 2. And we can start our pattern repeat for this round. Into the next chain to space 2 double crochet, 1 and 2, and into each of the next 2 double crochet 1 treble into each stitch. 1 and 2. Let me just move my work a bit, and I will show you this pattern again. Into next chain to space 2 double crochet, 1 and 2, and into each of the next 2 double crochet 1 treble into each stitch. 1 and 2, and again 2 double crochet into the next chain to space, 1 and 2, and into each of the next 2 double crochet we will need to work 1 treble into each stitch. 1 and 2. And carry on working into each chain to space 2 double crochet, and into each double crochet 1 treble crochet, and at the end of this round we will need to slip stitch into 3rd chain of the starting chain 3. We will start by turning our work round, and we will slip stitch into the next treble crochet. We will work chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and this chain 3 will work as first double crochet. Into the next treble crochet we will work double crochet. And we can start our pattern repeat for this round. Chain 2, skip next to double crochet, and into each of the next 2 treble work 1 double crochet into each stitch. And again chain 2, skip next to double crochet, and into the next treble work 1 double crochet into each stitch. And again chain 2, skip next to double crochet, and into each of the next 2 trebles work 1 double crochet into each stitch. And carry on working this pattern all the way around, and at the end we will need to slip stitch into the 3rd chain of the starting chain 3. We will now need to repeat rounds 2 and 3 one more time. We'll start by working chain 1, and this chain 1 will not count as a stitch. We will need to turn our work round, and we will slip stitch into the next chain to space. We will now work chain 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and this chain 7 will count as first double crochet plus chain 1. And I will show you now the pattern repeat for this round. Into the next chain to space 1 double crochet, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and again in the next chain to space 1 double crochet, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 double crochet into the next, chain 2 space, and chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and carry on working double crochet into each, chain 2 space, followed by chain 4, and at the end of this round we will need to slip stitch into third chain of starting chain 7 to finish this round. We will start by turning our work around, and we will slip stitch into the next chain 4 space. We will work chain 3, and this chain 3 will count as first double crochet. Into the same chain 4 space we need to work 3 more double crochet. So all together, counting this first chain 3 as double crochet, we will have 4 double crochet. Chain 1, and I will show you now pattern repeat for this round. 4 double crochet into the next chain 4 space, 1, 2, 3, and 4, chain 1, and again 4 double crochet into the next chain 4 space, 1, 2, 3, and 4, chain 1, and one more time 4 double crochet into the next chain 4 space, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and chain 1, and carry on working 4 double crochet into each chain 4 space, followed by chain 1, and at the end of this round slip stitch into third chain of the starting chain 3. We will start by turning our work around, and we will slip stitch into the next chain 1 space, and then we will slip stitch into the next double crochet. We will need to work chain 3, and again this chain 3 will count as first double crochet. Into each of the next 3 double crochet we will work 1 double crochet into each stitch. Chain 2, and we can start now our pattern repeat. Into each of the next 4 double crochet we will work 1 double crochet into each stitch, if I can get there, 1, 2, 3, and 4, chain 2, and the same pattern again. So into each of the next 4 double crochet we will work 1 double crochet into each stitch, 2, 3, and 4, and chain 2 again. And we will carry on repeating the same pattern. So into each of the next 4 double crochet, 1 double crochet into each stitch, then chain 2, and again work double crochet into each double crochet of the next 4 double crochet, chain 2, and carry on all the way round, and at the end we will need to slip stitch into this third chain of starting chain 3. We'll start by working a slip stitch into the next double crochet, and we will work chain 3, and this chain 3 will count as your first double crochet. We will turn our work round, and into the next stitch we will work 1 double crochet. It might be difficult to get into this stitch because it is actually the third chain of your starting chain 3. Into each of the next 2 double crochet, we will work 1 double crochet into each stitch. 1 and 2. And we will now work chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And I will show you the pattern repeat for this round. Into each of the next 2 double crochet, we will work 1 double crochet into each stitch. We will skip next chain space, and into the next 2 double crochet, we will work 1 double crochet into each stitch and chain 3. And the same pattern repeat again. So into each of the next 4 double crochet, you have them divided by chain space, we will work 1 double crochet into each stitch. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and chain 3. And carry on repeating this pattern. So into each of the next 4 double crochet, work 1 double crochet into each stitch, and then chain 3. And at the end of this round, we will need to slip stitch into this 3rd chain of starting chain 3. This is going to be our last round, and we will start it by working chain 1. This chain 1 will not count as a stitch. We will need to turn our work round, and we will slip stitch into this next chain 3 space, and we will work chain 1. And again, this chain 1 will not count as a stitch. Into this chain 3 space, we will work single crochet, starting our pattern repeat for this round. And to work single crochet, insert your hook into chain 3 space, yarn over, pull through, and yarn over, pull through 2 loops. We will now work chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And into those next 4 double crochet, we will work a cluster of 4 double crochet. Yarn over the hook, insert the hook into this 1st double crochet, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over the hook, insert the hook into the next double crochet, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over the hook, insert the hook into the next double crochet, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over the hook, insert the hook into the next double crochet, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. And we now have 5 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 4 loops on your hook, and you will have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Work chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we can start the pattern repeat again. Into the next chain 3 space, we'll work single crochet. So again, insert your hook into chain 3 space, yarn over, pull through, and yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Work chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we will work another cluster of 4 double crochet into those 4 double crochet. Yarn over the hook, insert your hook into 1st double crochet, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over the hook, insert the hook into the next double crochet, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over the hook, insert your hook into the 3rd double crochet, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over the hook, insert your hook into the 4th double crochet, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through for 2 loops, and you will have 4 double crochet unfinished. Yarn over, pull through 4 loops, you will have 2 loops, yarn over and pull through those 2 loops. Work chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I will show you this pattern repeat one more time. Into the next chain 3 space, single crochet, chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we will work a cluster of 4 double crochet into those next double crochet. So again, we will work 4 unfinished double crochet, 3 and 1 more, yarn over, pull through 4 loops and yarn over, pull through 2 loops, chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And carry on working this pattern all the way around, and at the end we will need to slip stitch into this first single crochet made and fasten off.